Hey lifers, in this video I'm going to tell you my background with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and as a certified nutrition and health coach, how I've overcome it. In this video, I want to share with you guys my journey with polycystic ovarian syndrome. It came up recently because I've been posting about Clark and I going through this reverse vasectomy and trying to conceive later on in the year. And in a recent post that I put up about it, just kind of an update, I mentioned my PCOS. I had a million messages from people saying, oh my gosh, I have PCOS too, and wanting to know how I've kind of managed it. Coincidentally, within the same past weekend, I also just made a random little comment on a Trying to Conceive Facebook page, a girl mentioning that she wanted some nutritional advice while trying to conceive, and I said that I would message her again on that post. I had dozens of people private message me wanting information too. So this is just clearly something that God wants me to share with you guys. And I thought I would start by just telling you my experience and my story with my PCOS diagnosis. So the story starts back when I was 21. I was going through a really tough time in my life. I was going through a breakup. I was an extreme workaholic. I was doing massage therapy and running my own business, working 60 plus hours a week. And I had very little balance in my life, from my spiritual practice to my relationships with family. And I did use the gym as an outlet. I definitely wasn't using the gym properly, but it was my one outlet. And I felt like I was eating pretty clean, compared to the average Joe. And I started to gain weight really rapidly, 15 pounds in 1 month at one point. I was definitely concerned. So I went to the doctors, I got my blood tested. For a month, they pulled blood. And around the same time, I was practicing the Cretan model system, which is a form of natural family planning. You basically track your cervical fluid, and you can pinpoint the day that you ovulate so that you can either avoid or achieve pregnancy. At the time, I was trying to avoid. And so when I looked at my chart, I could clearly see that something was wrong just based on that alone. I went into my doctors after all of the blood work, also brought my charts, and they told me that I had extremely low progesterone and polycystic ovarian syndrome. Now, I was familiar with this term because my older sister was diagnosed with it a few years prior, and she had all the classic symptoms of extreme weight gain, facial hair, a lot of other things that go along with it. So I was a little surprised when I received that because I just didn't feel like I fit the mold. I was shocked to find out that PCOS affects 1 in 10 women, and it's the #1 cause of infertility. That was a really scary moment, to be 21 years old in the doctor's office and be told that you could possibly be infertile. And they recommended either take a diabetic medication or go home and diet. And the idea of the medication did not appeal to me whatsoever. So I said, okay, let me go home and try to get this weight off. And so I did for about a year. I struggled. I tried so many different things to get the weight off. And for anybody who understands insulin resistance and PCOS, we're not like normal people. It is very difficult to get weight off even when you're doing the right things. And I will talk more about that in videos to come. It was very demoralizing. It was frustrating. I felt like I was doing all the right things and my body just wasn't cooperating. After about a year, a friend of mine who is also a health coach took me under her wing and just introduced me to some new concepts for me, things that really I don't feel like the masses focus on. People focus on changing your habits and deprivation and cutting things out, diet and exercise. And I really started to look at supporting my body and feeding my body, flooding my body with major nutrition that it had been lacking, and helping my body purge this toxic environment that we live in. And my body very quickly responded. I lost about 12 pounds very quickly, and that was a sticky 12 pounds. So that was really exciting for me. Even more importantly, my energy just shot up, and I just felt like it was like I had been walking through sand. You know how that's hard? Like it takes a little bit more effort for every step. And it's like I hit solid ground. And that was I would say that the PCOS diagnosis was my wake-up call. Thinking, okay, I'm not planning kids anytime soon, but what will this mean years from now when I am? And the aha moment was when I finally found things that were working for me. And so that experience was the start of my health journey. Everything that you've seen me do, from my bikini competitions to studying life coaching and everything in between, that was really kind of the piece that sparked all of it. So because of the outpouring of people on social media wanting more information, I decided to create a free private group page. I'm gonna put that in the description box below. So if PCOS or insulin resistance applies to you and you want to know more healthy, natural ways to manage that, go ahead and check out that private group page. Also, to make sure you hit the subscribe box, because I am going to be putting up a lot more videos about this content. And this channel is called Confessions of a Health Coach. So I want to continue to document our journey through Clark's reversal, through me trying to conceive, and all of the fun stuff in between. Something fun too is I put in the post, we're going to be using the timed intercourse to increase our chances for either a boy or a girl. So if you want to see how I do that, make sure that you subscribe as well and share this video. You probably know of somebody that this would apply to. So support them, support my channel by sharing that with them. Make sure to check out the description box because there's all kinds of other awesome links in there. Make sure to leave comments. I love reading them. Thanks for watching.